Morning, BookTube. Bill Ruttenberg here with the Ruttenberg Library. Wanted to do a book tag for you. Saw this one on Steve Donahue's channel. This is the BookTube Reflections Tag. And this is just a series of questions, thinking back and looking back on your BookTube video making experience. And I really liked this one. I'll leave the link to his stuff below. And by the way, he tagged everybody. So once you get done watching this, you guys should go and do it. Here we go. BookTube Reflections Tag. So number one, did you reach any bookish goals? So I am going at this as in its meaning like this last year on BookTube. Of course, I've only been on here for almost a year, so it's going to be my entire time on here. For me, this last year, I did reach some bookish goals. I got my series on Abraham Lincoln right there. I got the first book in that series. I'd been wanting to do that. I got that read by Sidney Blumenthal. I have been wanting to collect these Civil War right here, these books by Shelby Foote. It's a trilogy on the Civil War. I've been wanting those forever, and I actually found those for a couple bucks a piece. I got a really good deal on those, maybe $3 a piece. And then these books right here, it's originally an 8-volume series by Alan Nevins. I got it in 4 volumes because they did two volumes per book. And I'd been, debating on buying those, and I finally got them, and I'm putting together plans to get those read. And so those were some bookish goals that I've had in the short term and the long term. And I also got some other books read that I had wanted to get read this year. So I felt that I did good, and BookTube's been really good for me because I've been setting goals for myself. I've always set goals, but in the past, before BookTube, if I did not make that goal, who cares? I wasn't being held accountable. Whereas now I'm making videos, and I kind of feel a little bit more that I'm being held a little bit more accountable because I have, when I tell viewers, hey, I'm going to read this, look for the videos on it, it's forcing me to go ahead and make sure I get it read. And so that's probably been good for me in setting bookish goals. Number 2, shout out a bookish person or people you feel really supported by. This one's tough to do because I feel really supported by all of you here on BookTube. If you've subscribed to my channel, then obviously you're supporting me in one way or another, right? So I feel the love there, and I thank all of you that have supported me and subscribing to the channel. If I had to pick a couple, I'd have to probably go to those ones that comment on my videos the most, and I don't want to leave anybody off, so I'm not going to do this this question. I'm probably going to skip it. If you have been commenting on my videos, then I'm talking to you. I really appreciate the conversations that we've been able to have back and forth. What's been your favorite video you have uploaded? I think my favorite video of the whole experience, I did a tag with my daughter, and I'll be honest, I can't remember the name of the tag right at this moment, but it was the first one that she had done a video with me, and that was one of the purposes of my channel when I put it together. It was a way for me and my daughter to do stuff together. This is her senior year, and she'll be moving off, going to college, and I'm sure going to, live her own life. And I'm not going to see her as much, and that's a bittersweet thing, as all parents go through. And I created this channel as a way of trying to do stuff with her. And we did, the very first video we did together is one of my all-time favorites. I'll leave the link to it down below, but it's one of my all-time favorite videos that I did. And I mean, there's just a part in there where, and I'll never forget the experience. We were talking about the smells of books, and this one book that I was showing had a funky, musty, stinky smell, and me and her, we're talking about it, and we got to laughing, and it's just one of those classic moments that I actually go back and replay the video just for that moment, just to see me and her in our interactions together. And that was probably one of my favorite videos that we've done. Number 4, name a video that didn't do as well as you thought it would. Okay, so I did some book reviews on some middle grade books. So I kind of understand why they didn't do as well, because I know most of the viewers that come to my channel are for nonfiction, history. I get that. But I thought that I did and this is just me, I felt I did a pretty good job on them. I put a lot of thought into them, and it was the track series that I did 4 videos on, especially the first couple videos. I tried to put a lot of time and effort into those, and they didn't quite have, if you go by views, they didn't have a whole lot of views as compared to some of my other videos, and that was a little disappointing. But you live and you learn, and I do realize my channel's more for history books, so that probably is the big reason why, but that's okay. All right, number 5. What did you really struggle with on your channel? I think the biggest thing that I struggled with on my channel as I was making videos is, I've got this access to these books behind me here. But these books, for the most part, I haven't read any of them. I put them down here so that I could get to them real easy and read them throughout the year. And then these will probably, over the next year or two, they'll sit and they'll rotate to the upstairs. And then new books will come down here that I hadn't read before. My biggest struggle is, like, when I want to do a tag or when I want to do a bookshelf tour, I don't have very good access to my books in the upstairs, and I have a whole lot of them are all boxed up. And I would love to mention these books and actually show you these books, but again, they're boxed up and I can't, or they're upstairs and it's just kind of a pain to get to them, because it's also my storage room in the house, because there's not a lot of storage, and so we got storage totes stacked in front of them, and it is a major effort to get to the bookshelves that are in the back of the room. So that has been something that I have struggled with. I haven't made as many videos as I wanted to because I can't get to my books, but hopefully maybe sometime in the future that problem will be solved. Who knows? So, number 6, what are some things that you want to improve? For me, I like doing book reviews or book chats. I call them book chats because I don't know that I've read enough to actually call myself a reviewer. So I just call them book chats. I would like to continue improving my book chats. I know they're maybe not as good as some other booktubers. I get that. But I'm trying to improve, and I think that's what life is all about, trying to get better at stuff. And so I hope that in the future, as I give these book chats, as I do videos on these for you guys, on my thoughts, I hope to improve on that. I hope to do a better job, become more articulate in what I'm trying to say, so I don't sound like a blabbering caveman trying to go through it. But that's something I want to improve. All right, number 7. What do you want your reviewers to know? Or my viewers, not reviewers. What do you want your viewers to know? What do I want you to know? I love BookTube. I know I'm not the best at making these videos. I know I've got areas to improve, but I love BookTube, and I love sharing not just my books, but my life with you. This has been especially throughout 2020, this has been very therapeutic for me. This has been a great outlet that I'm sure many of you have. You've used this as an outlet, and I just thank you for all of that. That's the outlet that you have become for me. Allowing me to sit on here and talk away about books or life or whatever. I thank you for giving me your time and watching my videos. I truly, truly appreciate that. And I try to watch as many videos as time allows. And I try to, talk or send messages back and forth with you. And I just want you to know I thank you for that. And I'm trying to get better at stuff. I hope my content is getting a little better. But anyway, that's my answer to that one. So this has been the BookTube Reflections Tag. And thank you to Steve Donahue for tagging me and everyone else in the world. So I look forward to all of your answers on this tag. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Happy reading.